starting to stream a little early today. Just because I'm already sitting here. Dude, what a move during the overnight. At this point, I know I keep saying this, but I should just trade the overnight, dude. What up, trends? Or T? What up, trends? What up, DS? Oh. Yo, what is up? What is up? Any thoughts for today? Yeah, today is actually kind of simple. So, well, it's not simple, but the way that I'm looking at it is pretty simple. Thanks, Zal. It's good to see you. Hope everything's good. So today, kind of the key decision area for me is just right around 28,700, right around here. In the event that we kind of hold above it, there is a chance that we could potentially rotate a little bit, or at least find value, or start forming value or balance out. In the event that we just push up, then I'm looking for us to take London highs and then potentially coming up here. If HVL or around this area kind of fails to hold, then I'm kind of just gonna be looking to see if we start breaking down lower. The first area I'm looking at is the middle of Asia's range, and then around here. So basically, long story short, early on in the session, I'm really just kind of looking at this level. Although if we do take London highs, I'm potentially watching up here for some shorts. Maybe. We will see. What up, Raymond? I don't know. We've been having a lot of these days recently. We've been, actually moving around. You've been having some pretty good moves. So, and today is also one of the first days this week where we're kind of opening up, you know, above the HVL for Tanuki's levels, but it's like it's the transition area or the transitional zone, but it is positive gamma, but there are the distribution of it's kind of thin, so like realistically, even though this is technically positive gamma, you know, we can still see a pretty nice move to the upside if there's enough buying pressure. So we'll see. I'm gonna copy trade these 5 Apex accounts today, and try not hit daily loss limit. So, and if we if we get, I may or may not, trade some funded accounts today. Probably not. I think I might save them for next week. I do want to see if I could just like pass these Apex accounts. Monday and Tuesday was good, but yesterday and today not so easy. We had crazy volatility yesterday. I think that's the highest I've ever seen the ATR since that one day last year where the tariffs were paused, where they talked about tariffs being paused, and we had like a 2,000 point day. That was incredibly difficult to trade. You had to use like 1 micro for at least a 50K account. But yeah, we'll see how it is today. The last 2 days, I mean, overall, what I'm kind of looking at is, you know, we are going down, but we are starting to potentially kind of balance out a little bit. So it's kind of important to see what happens around here, because if we begin to break down, then I'm expecting us to eventually, you know, run out these lows and make another low. Or we could potentially pop up, take highs before we actually rotate lower. I'm not necessarily bullish until we really start kind of shifting structure back on like the hourly, the hourly specifically. Let's go, easy. Banger. 3K payout, let's go. What age did trading start clicking for me? I don't know if there's ever, I don't know clicking. I don't know if that's kind of the right word for it. Where I kind of started understanding stuff a little better. Probably like 2 years ago, or like a year and a half ago. You said, bro, please reply. You say, I am from India, big fan, bro. Please hold your trade. Please hold my trade. What do you mean? So we'll see how volatile it is today. I may need to size down. These accounts do have $1,000 daily loss limit, so the goal in the beginning is just to build up a little bit of some profits so that I could risk all the profits and just try and pass these accounts. They're up all of them are up $500 from yesterday, so we need 2,500 to pass. So if we use some micros, build up like 500 to 1,000 in profit, Then I may look for an opportunity with a mini to just try and catch like 100 points or something. As long as the opportunity is there. Obviously, if it's not there, there's nothing I could do about it. Do I know Fabio? I know Fabio, yes. Do I know him personally? No. From here to here? Yeah, probably easy. I need to fix it. Oh, it was zoomed in. Oh, okay. Yeah, Raymond, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, I sent out my daily bias this morning, and basically I'm looking for shorts, yes, but I'm only really looking for shorts if we start accepting below the HVL or after we push up and take London highs and start coming into premium of the leg down, but also up towards C1. Lucid accounts are a thorn in your side. It's the only firm you can't seem to pass. Well, you're don't trip yourself out. It's just another firm. What up, King? I'm just early on in the session. I'm just gonna be watching 28,700. I just want to see if we're going to hold above it or not. Black coffee, yes sir. I make a coffee every morning. Americano, no sugar, no cream, just water and espresso. And then a Zen for the breakfast of champions. Black coffee and nicotine every morning, and then just fast markets. Just fast markets. Nicotine, caffeine, and price action moving a million miles an hour. At the crack of dawn before everyone else even wakes up and goes to work. Because I'm on the West Coast. Yeah, degeneracy, yep. Solid 160 heart rate. Honestly, J-Mac, I kind of like West Coast time. Yeah, I mean, you got to wake up early, but you know, once you're used to waking up early, it's whatever. I mean, my day is done trading wise typically by like 8:30 or 9 a.m. You know what I mean? It's pretty early. I got the whole rest of the day to just kind of do whatever. I was actually thinking about it, and I was in Florida for a little bit earlier this year, and I was trading, and the market, opening up Eastern time, normal Eastern time. I just nah, just felt weird. I woke up at my normal time, right? I wake up at like 5 a.m. So I'm just like sitting around for 4 hours. It's nighttime where you're at. Yeah, the one that's also kind of chill too is Asia. When I go to Asia and I trade and the market opens around like 9, um 8:30, 9:30 depending on time zone. The only thing about that one though is like it's not that chill because well, it's chill, but Friday, for example, let's say like I don't know, people do stuff on the weekend, but Friday in Asia, it's like 8:30, 9:30 p.m. on a Friday night, and like New York Open is happening for Friday. You know what I mean? But it's chill. All right, so we have market opening pretty soon. I'm gonna see. We're gonna wait a little bit, see what it does. Try and pass these Apex accounts. The pre-news sell-off was it? Oh yeah, huh? That was before news. Dude, it's funny because like recently when I'm looking at candlesticks on the chart, because of how volatile it's been, my perception of like sizing of how large, like look at my chart, it's in 20-point intervals. You know what I mean? Like I gotta remind myself sometimes when we have volatility like that, like that I have to remember that, when I'm zoomed in like this or the chart looks sort of normal, I mean, it's 25-point intervals, so you can accidentally make a really bad decision. 28,975. Okay, good to note. 28, 28, 975. I'm gonna mark it out just in case. All right, let's see what New York Open does. Okay, a lot of volatility. All of my charts have froze. So what I'm trying to watch for right now is I'm trying to see what's going to happen around 28,700. I mean, we're kind of right here, so if we do just start ripping up from here, then I am expecting us to kind of potentially retrace, this pre-market sell-off and start attacking the highs. But this is a pretty volatile open. It was causing my chart to freeze up a little bit. And in the event that we do just kind of start dumping lower and we actually have selling pressure kind of hold, then we may just be kind of dropping lower. First area I'd be watching is back towards Asia's middle of Asia's range. So we're tapping into the level, coming into where I'm watching, but I think I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. Damn, JMac, you're trading on the seconds chart. Nice. Man, you guys trading on second charts is crazy. If you ever catch me trading on a 30-second chart or a 15-second chart, just stay away from me, because I'm probably tilting. The only time I've ever traded on seconds charts is if I'm tilting. I don't think I've ever made a single calculated decision off of a 15-second time frame. I don't do it. I just can't. Like, it's just not good for me. On a 5-second chart. A 15-second? Yeah, I know a lot of traders use 15-second time frames and they catch really nice entries. I'm just fine with my 5-minute time frame. 5 minutes is cool for me. And then if we have a lot of, if the ATR is really large for 5-minute candles, I may just drop down to a 1 minute to try and get a better entry. But typically execution on the 5, and then in days like that we've been having recently, I do pay attention to the 1 minute a little bit. The 1 minute is fast enough for me. Alright, so I want to see if we're going to have buyers push up right here and fail, and if we're going to start really dropping lower. I want to see if we're going to be able to come back up, or if we're going to start accepting past 28,700. Very nice, easy. 20 micros. You're a savage. What was that? That was a quick 50 points? Fire. So we're holding above. Kind of unable to start accepting below it. And also, I need to adjust this because it changed. Alright, I'll show you guys. The call wall currently adjusted to 28,820. You have Discord? Yes, I do. I am going to be kind of careful about this area in general in case we're going to start chopping in here. That's a nasty wick. Jeez. Trying to see if this is gonna flip bearish. Do we have any news remaining this morning? No. Okay. Where am I from? United States. America. Can I explain C1 and C2? Not right now. I gotta focus, bro. But lucky for you, I have a video that I spent a lot of time on making. It's 35 minutes long. You can go watch it. You know, when we're starting to kind of hold below here, I'm leaning more towards trying to take shorts, but it's not really a an entry here for me that would make sense. At least not yet. But I'm watching if we do start kind of really dumping lower, I'm watching for us to come back to the middle of Asia's range, which is probably like, you know, like 100 points lower. America is very dangerous. It can be. You ever been? No, I've never been to Brazil. Although looks it's looks dope. Although I'm sure it's pretty some parts of Brazil are probably pretty dangerous. Alright, I'm becoming slightly concerned about this this area. I might need to wait for us to get out of here. Because we have the 15-minute about to close. Look how they're gonna close. Look how it's gonna close. Looks pretty nasty if you're trying to short it. But you never know. How far is ICT's house from mine? I have no idea, dude. I don't even know where that guy lives. The creator of the algorithm for the markets? I don't know where he lives. Okay, hold on. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it. That happened too fast. No. I was trying to click record. I was trying to record it. Man, that happened fast. Jeez, it's probably gonna run. I missed my entry. The entry was right when we were coming down and this large trade popped up and I was gonna see if we are gonna slam back up and I blinked after trying to click record on my trying to get a clip. Fumbled. Well, we missed that. That was a good one, though. Too slow. Happened way too fast for me to be able to react to that. Jeez. ICT super famous in India. He should go do a meetup there. So this is just gonna, if it's just gonna like run, unfortunately there's not much I can do about it. Other than chase it at the highs. Yeah, so I'm looking for, that's where I think we're headed right now. Take out the highs, take out London highs. If we're gonna continue. This is a weird open. Sheesh. Dude. Past 2 Lucid funded accounts trading along with me. I didn't do anything, but congratulations. Yo, we missed out. We missed out on the potentially only entry of the morning. Super aggressive. Dude, this week's been pretty fun to watch. Slightly difficult to trade because it moves kind of quickly, but I mean, we've had a pretty decent week so far. It's just interesting. Every day we just had like a ton of volatility, which is great. So we just took out the highs. Yeah, it is pretty aggressive. Pullback. Got a pullback? Where? Oh, right here. Is this the pullback you're talking about, DS? Nice. Yeah, I don't know. If we're just gonna rip like this, I might just have to like I might have just missed my only entry. When we were, dude, when we were right here, right? We started retracing towards the HVO. And I was thinking to myself, I literally said, "Oh, hold on," because I was getting ready to go long, and it just, wow, I wasn't expecting it to happen that quickly. But it was really aggressive. Already over 250 points. How big are these candles? 180 points. 200 points. Dude, you know what's crazy? Is this right here? This move right here used to be an entire daily candle. Actually bigger than it's like 300 points. Yeah, London sessions. Yeah. The 1 minute candles. are huge. Let's see how big they are right now. 51 points per 1 minute candle. I wonder if we're going to start slamming down here. We're seeing absorption, but I don't want to sell into this. Even though it might be the right spot to do it, because we are technically in location, but it just seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I was I was watching that area DS, but I'll still consider it. But I might need a size down. I was gonna use like 4 micros, but I might need a size down. Because we can always add into a winner if I do it right. Do I have bookmap? I use this in the white levels. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for this 5-minute candle to close. If I see buyers try to rip it back up and they start to fail, I might actually just try and take a short. But I'm gonna have to move my stop to break even pretty quickly because we could just be digging back before we go rip even higher. But these areas are pretty large, so I mean, intra candle, you can catch like 50 points. Alright, never mind. Just gonna go. It's also the new hourly and 4-hour candle right now. Jeez. Dude, there's nothing for me to do. I can't do it. I can't. Nah, there's probably gonna be something. Just gotta chill. It's just like I don't want to long it up here. It's just too high up here. We're just in premium. Yeah, there could potentially be a lot more room to the upside, though. I don't know. I think I might go for a continuation, but I'd be buying into premium of the current range. Alright, I'm gonna go in 2 micros. And then I'm actually gonna add into it if we if the 5-minute begins to flip bullish. The stop's gonna be like right below this 5-minute candle. I'm looking for it to flip, and then we're gonna see if it's gonna continue up towards like up here, 29,190. But I'm starting pretty light with 2 micros because I'm buying into premium right now. And the moment if this candle, or we start getting where it's adding in orders for me, I would move it to break even, but might have been a premature entry, but it's all right. We're risking 140 bucks. All right, we got taken out of that. Dude, my dumbass bought it at the top. Yeah, I know. I'm an idiot because I'm sitting here. I'm literally saying I'm looking in this area to see if we're gonna short. I just thought we were gonna. I bought into premium. What a fucking idiot. Dude, thankfully I went 2 micros. The good thing is that I'm down 150, so that's like half of. It's actually less than half of a normal loss. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but if I see an opportunity, I just have to be careful about sizing because it does have a daily loss limit, so I do have to kind of size small and then add into it or catch a really good entry. Full port. Should I just full port it, Rocket? I mean, shit, all I need is 600. All I need is what? No, the balance of these accounts right now is all sitting around 350 in profit, so I need 20. Let's just say 2,700 bucks. Yeah, 600 ticks, 500 ticks. We should just go a mini. The 15-minute closed pretty nasty. POC sitting all the way up here. Jeez, that's a massive. It's pretty big. Rockets in the shorts. I like it. Rocket says go for it. Do we take a rocket call out? And I like the shorts too. I just I have to wait for an entry that it is not going to require a 100-point stop loss. Don't wait. So we're just going to melt. Well, there we go. I'm probably gonna go for a continuation short when this 5-minute opens up. Alright, I'm gonna enter short right here. It's gonna kind of require a pretty big stop. If it runs up to our stop loss, then I'll be done for the day because it'll basically be my daily loss limit for the accounts. If this candle drops lower right now to flip bearish, I'm adding into it. And I'm trailing stop. Yeah, we are at POC right now. Yeah, I use RTH POC. It's not looking too good for us. It's alright. If we hit, actually what I might do is I might switch over to my funded account. We're about to get cooked. So we long the top, short the bottom. Actually, it's probably a good idea not to trade anymore. Yeah. Probably not a good idea. So today I sucked. My bad. My dumbass did this. We longed it up here. If you guys inversed me today, you would have been a beast. And then I went short down here. Well, we are down on our Apex evals. Balance for them are at 49,678. I am obviously not doing well today, so I don't think it's a good idea for me to continue. Well, first of all, my daily loss limit. Well, these accounts have a daily loss limit. It's $1,000, so we're basically there. There's no reason to try and max out $1,000. I mean, with the volatility, there's not enough room. So I don't want to trade my funded, so I think I'm gonna just stop for the day. 2 trades, 2 L's. pretty funny, actually. Pretty funny L's. Long the top, short the bottom. We'll just have to do better next time. So I'm gonna end stream. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.